Hello Meenakshi, good morning. Welcome to my channel
Good
Skills
morning, sir.
Express. So can you please introduce yourself so that my subscribers can know about you, because I already know you, because I have already done one session with you. Okay, but you are new to
Sure,
my
sure, sir.
subscribers, so please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sure, sir. Well, I'm Meenakshi from Uttarakhand and I'm running a YouTube channel while also I'm pursuing my master's degree in English literature. When it comes to my hobby, so I have several interests. A few of them I would like to say reading books and making Uttarakhand Japan art. So that's all about me. Thank you so much for inviting me on your channel, sir. I would like to say.
That's good. Incredible. Meenakshi, what makes you a good teacher? Because you are a tutor, right? You provide tuition classes, whether it is offline or online. So what is the particular thing that makes you a good teacher?
Sorry, your voice is breaking, so actually. Can you check your mic? Or you can put your mic here like
Yeah,
this.
I'm just saying, my question is, what makes you a good teacher?
Okay, I got
Yes.
your question. Well, I would like to say that you need to be flexible according to your learners because if they are at elementary or beginner level, so they you need to teach them accordingly. Okay, so if they are at intermediate level, so you have to be flexible according to that, and you need to. I think a teacher should understand their feelings and what they want to say, especially right. Though right now I'm teaching at the very beginning level of students like elementary and beginners. So I am just trying to be flexible according to them.
So, what are the particular challenges which you generally face while interacting with those beginners, who are struggling to enhance their skills and all? Is there any particular challenges which you face?
Sorry, challenges means me or students?
Yeah. For you, what are the challenges for you as a tutor to interact with those beginners who are struggling to enhance their skills?
Yeah, I would like to share my feelings. Actually, when I started tutoring, initially I was quite hesitant about it because whenever you step into a new path, initially it is sure that you are going to be hesitated, and I was feeling that whether I would be able to teach them or not properly. But though I always join any class after preparation, a lot of preparation, so that helps me to be continue in the journey, and till now fortunately I did not face any problem because I am being so flexible and try to make the conversation or class engaging, so it is helping me.
All right. What is the importance of English language in today's world, for the learners or for the aspirants, who are very keen to learn a new language? So what is the importance of English for them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to say it may be different for everyone. Like as a housemaker, I think they need their they need to understand their feelings or thoughts, how they can express, because I think if they are not thinking about to join any private sector or working somewhere, they just need to interact with some people or maybe some guests who are coming at their home, and they need to share their own thoughts related to household, I think work, or maybe they are connecting with their family members and whatever conversation going on every day on everyday daily basis. So I think they just need to share that feeling. So I try to make them understand their feelings and ask them and encourage them to think a lot whatever they are doing. Okay, so this is about homemaker, and for a student I think for a student it can be a different part. They maybe they are trying to think about their career, and they are planning to prepare their interview, I think. So I think the English, for their English is completely different. So I would like to say that we all need different kind of vocabulary because English language learning is vast. Okay, so if you are focusing on those vocabulary which you are going to use on your daily basis, I think that would be great for you, because if whenever you use something you try to speak in English something, you become more confident by expressing your thoughts. For example, if someone is unable to express their own thoughts, Maybe they know advanced level and different kind of vocabulary, but they need some simple words. Maybe I'm giving some such kind of like a small example. This is a small example. Maybe they know very advanced level words and they are trying to say something. So suppose if they are unable to express that feeling, so I think there is no use of that advanced level vocabulary, right? So you need to choose vocabulary wisely, I would say.
Does English make a real impact? So whenever a person is speaking, a fluent English, so does it make real impact as per your perception, as per your understanding? What is your take on this?
Sorry, sir, could you repeat your question?
Okay, so my question was like, does it really make any impact while someone is speaking very fluent English? Is it
Does
mandatory
it
to
make any
speak?
impact?
Yeah, is it mandatory like for that person to speak in English only, or why not that person can choose other languages like Hindi or Sanskrit or some other regional languages? Please.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that as we know, English is a global language. Everybody knows it. And we encounter everything in English nowadays. So I feel learning English has become so mandatory part of everyone's life, I would say. We need to understand things. Otherwise, we will have to seek advice from others. We will have to ask everyone about to explain things for us, right? So I think it would be better if we are learning something, so we can explain the things to ourselves. We don't need anyone's help. I think because of that, learning English has become so mandatory part.
How can we improve our English communication skills? Because it is very difficult for those who are staying in rural areas, right? Or who are very much disconnected from social media kind of things. So how can those people improve their communication skills or their English language skills, proficiency in this language? So it requires
Mm-hmm.
practice.
Okay.
As we know, practice makes a person perfect. But for doing practice, they need someone who can actually guide them, right? But at that particular stage, they are not getting anyone because the English is not being spoken in their surroundings, in their ambience, wherever they are staying. So, what is your, suggestions for those people how they can improve?
Okay, so I would like to suggest, according my experience, what I have faced. Okay, when I started learning English, it was obvious at that time because I was learning, and in my initial stage, I was thinking that within few months I'm going to become fluent in English. But over time, I got to know this is vast. I have to learn and deep dive into the conversation, conversation or anything like in my journey. Okay, but see, at the very beginning point, we become so enthusiastic to learn the language. But this is a journey. In this journey, we are breaking the chain. So, consistency is really, really important in this journey, whether you are practicing half an hour or 10 minutes every day. Consistency needed. And learners always try to break the consistency. So I would like to say for improving their communication skill, they need to be consistent. Whatever they are doing, they maybe they are doing shadowing practice that is also helpful, and maybe they are practicing through storytelling or questioning and answering. So everything, whatever they are like, whenever we try to practice, actually personally, I feel a sense of satisfaction after reading something or whenever I get something in English. So they get to know that yes, they have learned today something. Okay, so they know it during that time whenever they learn something. So I think they need to continue with that journey, whatever they are doing, because we don't take suggestions. It is humans' tendency, I would say. If someone will suggest me that Minakshi, you need to do shadowing practice, if I'm not liking that shadowing, so how can I continue with that, right? So I think they need to explore all the things, whatever working for them, they can continue with that. So but continuity is really important to improve the English, I would say.
So consistency must be there in our efforts while we try to improve our English language, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so my another important question for you is like while we speak English, sometimes the our thoughts are basically in the regional language or in the language wherein we generally interact with the people, and English is becomes a new language for us at that time. So what a person should do, to be marked up in or to be fluent in this language in that particular kind of way, in this aspect. Because English is
Maybe
not in his or her surroundings, and on tongue the words are of regional language, not of English. So in that particular case, what a person can do.
okay, sorry, sir. Can you precisely ask me this question?
Like for an example, if I am learning a new language, so the terminology or the vocabulary of that particular new language is not enough in my mind. So whenever I try to interact with another person, I keep on thinking in my regional language, then I try to translate that in my head, then I utter out the words in the same language wherein I'm interacting with. Okay, so what can I do as a learner to enhance my language skills in that particular scenario?
Okay, I think the first problem for every learner, I would say that um, can be translating their native language into English language. Okay, so first I would say this is quite natural to translate the language because we are at, I think we are starting from scratch. Okay, so when we are at that level of scratch, we translate our language from native to English, but immediately we have to give the command to our mind that translation is not going to help you for a long period of time. You have to stop translating from your native to English. You have to think directly. And for that, I think there are small situations. If you really want to improve English, you have to be mindful what is going on around you. You can describe the things. Okay. I would say it's easier said, it's easier said than done. I think that is correct phrase. It is exactly that. Many people say it, you have to explain the things what is around you, like this is a pencil. So we can explain it, but you have to think for this that how can you use this pencil in different kind of sentences. So it will take some time from you. You have to force your mind to create some sentences using this word. So this is, I think, learning. They can use this technique if they don't have any partner, because not having partner is also another problem of a learner. Okay, they say that I don't have any partner to speak in English. So if you don't have partner, you can practice like this. And nowadays, I think we have a lot of applications from there. We can improve our English, right?
Can mirroring really help in this case? If they can
With
stand up in front of mirror and they can practice, if no one is there to speak with them, one can stand up in
actually,
front of the mirror and he or she can try to
okay,
speak.
okay, mirror
Yeah,
technique.
yeah,
Okay, mirror technique. Yes,
yeah.
I think today we have two options. I would say we have mobile phone as well. We can record ourselves in camera. And I found this technique better than standing in front of mirror. You have to record yourself in your camera and watch your video again. That would help you to rectify your own mistake, because the video is being recorded on your phone and that you can see that after recording, right? But whenever we are talking in front of mirror, we can't watch our recorded video, though we are facing ourselves, but in camera as well we are facing and looking to ourselves. This is just similar to that mirror, right? So that is, I think, more beneficial than mirror technique.
Okay, excellent. So, Minachi, I would take hardly 1 minute. My last question before I end up the session. The last question is like, is it really important to be mugged up in grammar or to know all the rules of grammar to enhance our language skills? Like most importantly for English, if you talk about, as per your understanding or your perception, what do you think?
Yeah, sure. I would like to say that grammar is really important, but diving deep into grammar and not speaking in English is not helpful for anyone. People say that grammar is not important, but it has meaning. You have to have a basic knowledge of grammar, basic grammar, tenses, and modal verbs as well. Okay, so when you have that knowledge while speaking in English, you correct your own sentences by itself, because you become more confident when you feel that you have the knowledge of grammar, right? But I think just learning grammar and thinking about it is not helpful for you.
So we must
Yes.
have a little bit understanding and knowledge of grammar while we try to speak in
Yes.
English. And again, the
Right.
practice makes a person perfect, and we must practice and we must have consistency in our efforts, right? In order to
Right.
we are
Right.
trying to improve our English. Okay, thank you so much for your valuable suggestions, Meenakshi. It was nice interacting with
Thank you
you,
so much, sir.
and thank you for your time. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, sir. It was my pleasure. Thank you.